Hello everybody, my name is PerplexZA and welcome to another episode of PerplexGamingZA. Today I've got an awesome video to share with you guys where I'll be showing you guys some sniper footage from the Battlefield 4 beta. In this episode I'll be telling you guys all the differences there have been from Battlefield 3 and the Battlefield 4 beta and my own personal thoughts and opinions of the game. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video and let's get started. In this gameplay I'll be showing you guys some domination where I'll be sniping in the only map they have in the beta, which is Siege on Shanghai. I'm not the best sniper when it comes to Battlefield, but I think I did have a decent run in this game and I did have one or two no-scopes which I think you guys will enjoy. So anyway, let me start talking about the beta. Now just keep in mind that there might still be bugs in this gameplay and the graphics do not represent what will actually be shown when the actual game is finally released. So I'm going to start off by talking about the only map which they have in this game, which is Siege on Shanghai. When I first started playing it, I wasn't too happy with it, to be honest. It felt a little too symmetrical for me, but the more I played it, the more variation I saw in the map and the more I began to like it. It's actually a very nice map which does show off many of the different features in the gameplay, which shows all the aerial warfare, the tanks and even the boats. So I enjoy that quite a lot. In comparison to the maps in Battlefield 3, I would say that this map size is pretty medium. It wasn't too big and it wasn't too small, which I liked a lot. Vehicle warfare didn't dominate and neither did infantry warfare, so you had to mix between the two in order to win. But in this game mode it's called domination, so the map has been made very small and there is no vehicles, so it's purely infantry warfare only. One thing that I really did like was domination on this map. The size was perfect and it had a lot of verticality. It worked very nice for the game mode and I really enjoyed it. Next I'll be talking about all the changes there have been to all the different classes in Battlefield 4. I'd just like to point out that they are still the same classes, none have been added and none have been taken away. So it's still the basic medic class, the support class, the recon class and my favorite, the engineer class. Over here I'd just like to point out that I got really lucky here and I got a no-scope. So far it seems that no-scoping is pretty easy in this game, but you'll see once the game has been fully released. But let me start off by talking about the medic class. The medic class is pretty similar to what it was in Battlefield 3. It's still the class which has the assault rifles, it still has revive kit and a medic kit, or medpack sorry, and it is pretty much similar except for one change. Medkits work very differently in this game. In Battlefield 3, once you put down a medkit, it would stay there until it was destroyed by a grenade or gunfire. The medkit used to heal people within its area of effect, but now it is only a one-time use. What happens is you throw down the medkit, and when someone picks it up, they use it up completely. Medkit will heal them over time until they are shot or until their health reaches 100%. So only one person can use it. Once again, you have an unlimited supply of these. And the same works with the support class with their ammo packs. Over here I get another no-scope, which was very lucky. Next I'll be talking about the support class. Now the support class is a class which I played the least with during the beta, but it still reacts pretty similar to the way it does in Battlefield 3. The only difference is the way ammo packs work, and that they no longer have C4, which has been given over to the recon class. Which leads me on to my next topic, which is the recon class. Now, I've been playing quite a bit with it and I'm enjoying it. The sniping mechanics have changed very much to Battlefield 3's. First of all, it seems like it has less bullet drop than it had in Battlefield 3. Now I'm not completely sure of this is just the way it feels for me, but I'm pretty sure it is. The sniping mechanics feel a little similar to that of Medal of Honor Warfighter. The sniper rifles are still not a one-shot kill unless you get a headshot. Now two major changes which have been made to the sniper class is 1, it now has C4, and 2, you can carry the soapline around like a binocular. Now both of these really impact the game quite a bit. This means that the sniper class can now take out tanks, so which is very interesting to see snipers play a little more aggressively now since they can do this. The second change which I mentioned was that the sniper class can now carry the SOFLAM around like binoculars. This means that they can spot vehicles a lot more easily and help out their engineer teammates in taking out tanks and any other vehicle. I like these two changes a lot since it allows the recon class to play more aggressively and help out their teammates a lot more than they did in Battlefield 3. I'm enjoying the recon class a lot in this game. They have made many improvements to it and I enjoy the new sniping mechanics. Last and not least, I'll be talking about the engineer class, which I am enjoying a lot as well. The engineer class was probably the class which I played the most in Battlefield 3 and I really enjoyed it. Now they have added a lot more mechanics to it and they have made it a lot more powerful. To start off, there are only 2 launchers in this game, unlike Battlefield 3 where there were 3 launchers. First of all, there's a normal RPG and then there's a Stinger. There is no longer a javelin and the RPG can act like a javelin if someone has locked onto it with a SOFLAM. So with the RPG it works like the normal RPG would in Battlefield 3, but now it can also lock onto enemy vehicles only if it has been laser designated by a SOFLAM. The RPG also becomes a lot more powerful and can even one-shot a tank if it's being locked onto with a SOFLAM. This seems a little too powerful for me, but it does help out a lot and makes the engineer class a lot more powerful than it did in Battlefield 3. So that's all the changes that have been made to the different classes in Battlefield 4. Now finally I'll be talking about all the different vehicles there are. I'll start off by talking about all the sea vehicles. Now in this map there has been a jet ski and a boat. The jet skis are very good at getting around the side of the map. They can carry up to 2 people and they are very fast. The person at the back, who's the passenger, can still shoot while the other person is driving. Now there's also another boat which I've unfortunately forgot the name of, but it has 2 gunners on the side to use as miniguns and the driver who can also shoot. It is very powerful at taking out infantry units and is very effective at taking down sea once the skyscraper has been taken down, which I'll be talking about more in a bit. Next I'll be talking about all the different helicopters they have shown in the map. So far they seem very similar to the way they reacted in Battlefield 3, except in the way they handle. They seem more weightier and a little more easier to handle. The only problem is once you've been hit, either by maybe whacking the tail against the building or being hit by an RPG, it is a lot harder to regain control. And all the land units such as tanks and cars seem to act the same way they did in Battlefield 3. Next I'll be talking about what they call Levolution, where the map changes dynamically once certain events have taken place. In this map there is a huge skyscraper in the middle of the map which is the sea flag. It is very hard to take control of if you do not have a strong aerial force. If you don't, you might consider taking it down by shooting its foundations at the bottom. Once it's taken down, the whole skyscraper falls down and the whole sea flag changes to the ground. Now aerial warfare doesn't work to take it out, but you'll need to use the sea vehicles to gain control of it. It's actually very nice as it does change the dynamic of the map, and it is very interesting. I'd like to see how Levolution takes place in all the different maps when Battlefield 4 does come out. There have also been many new mechanics which have been added to Battlefield 4. For instance, there are now 5 members in the squad instead of 4. And finally they have added VoIP, which stands for Voice over Internet Protocol, which means you can speak to people in your team. Now they didn't have this in Battlefield 3, because it would be crazy if 32 people on the same team were speaking at the same time. So they added a very nice and interesting mechanic which works very well. Instead of talking to everyone on your team, you can only talk to your squad mates, which is very nice. And it's also very nice to just talk with your friends if you want to. Another nice mechanic is that you can also peek around corners. For example, if you're standing near a corner and you aim down your sights, only a part of you will sneak around the corner so you can still shoot but still stand behind cover. It's actually a very nice mechanic which works very nicely and very fluidly. If you guys enjoyed the video, please give it a like as it does help me out, and if you want to see more videos like this in the future, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks a lot for watching and I'll see you all in the next video.